earlier because he had a problem that he came with to me yesterday, and I woke up with the solution this morning, essentially.
I love it. You're a dreamer.
I was then able to test it out, and he's gone, oh yeah, that's easy, that works great.
I've noticed you come up with these solutions. It's like, dang, this guy is connected, you know. And yeah, I really can relate to what you're saying about the dreamland, you know, and how that will source phenomenal information for moving ideas forward and actually manifesting ideas into a practical way. And and as you know, I've been following you probably from the outset of Memberhub, and you know, daily I've been going in there and daily watching how, you know, I'm not a salesperson, so I can't like get behind, you know, the people that have the full whatever package it is, right? And but nonetheless, like it's certainly a lesson to me. It's like, wow, this is an interesting platform, a fascinating group in there, and yeah, I'm honored to be a member, and an honor actually to be talking to you now. I really thank you, and really appreciate you taking out your busy evening now, I guess, over there. What's it, 10 o'clock? Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're still on summertime then. Great.
Yeah, until the end of the month. I think the 30th we changed the clocks back.
Right. Cool. So, yeah, let's share screen. Shall we jump in there?
Yeah, please.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you wanted to do it your end or my end.
I think it's easier to do it your end simply because you can show me what you've got so far, maybe show me your WordPress site and like the survey thing, and then we can sort of try and work out, for instance, whether we can maybe iframe that into a Memberhub site.
Okay. Okay. Let me get this over to, here we go.
I don't know whether you've got anything that you could record this.
Yes, I have a...
It's up to you, really.
Yeah, let's...
But it might be an idea to at least try it.
I'm definitely recording it right now, if that's okay with you. And I thought, you know, there must be a lot of folks like me kind of like struggling with this get-going phase, and it would be handy for them to maybe get your expertise, and I'd be happy to share this if that's okay with you on the group later on, possibly.
Yeah, well, let's see how it goes, and then you can, or we can decide between us whether, you know, it's worth doing that. But yeah. But I mean, even for your own benefit,
totally.
I think it is nice to have something that you can go back to, because you're not going to remember everything, you know, that we sort of say and do, I'm sure.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so actually, so I'm using Formidable Pro for the forms, and let's grab one of those. Let's see if I can remember it. Okay, no, a quicker way of getting it is over here, isn't it? Yeah, that one would work. Okay, where did I... No, it wasn't there. I should have...
You've certainly got a few there by the looks of it.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things, you know, with the coaching is to really keep records so that we can, you know, monitor the progress, right?
Sure.
No, I'm... There we go. Okay, there's the form.
Right. So does that get entered into WordPress using a shortcode, does it, do you know?
Yes. Yes. Let me just grab which form this is. Okay, there's the form. Edit form. So there's the short code. I'll grab that and just save it.
Yeah.
May as well grab the...
Now, okay. The other thing I think that would be useful is if you can grab the URL as well.
I got it. Are you... Is this showing, as I'm moving around, is this showing different screens for you?
It is, yeah. Providing obviously like you click on the tab or whatever like you're doing, yes it does. Yeah.
Okay, great. So what else do we need to set up?
Right, well one thing I think you could try, why don't you grab that URL for the form
Got it.
and go into your site, you know, with the edit option with the little pencil on the top row of icons of the actual eBody Fusion Wellness. So down from where you are at the moment to the Memberhub.
Okay, go into the Memberhub dashboard.
Yeah, go into the Memberhub dashboard. Go into that particular site. Yeah, that's it. Click to edit.
Now I've just played around with
then go in.
Okay.
Yeah, go into other pages. We'll try this first, or we'll try a couple of things in there first. I just want to see what it looks like if we do this. Right, so create a new page. So that's the blue button at the top, that's it. And give it some sort of name. It's not going to matter too much.
Right.
And then from the page type, I think we'll try external URL first, but I suspect we're probably going to end up... No, sorry, that we won't want external URL. That one would definitely work, but the only problem with that is when someone clicks that inside Memberhub, that's going to take them just really to that page, and then they won't then... It'll open a new page, but they then won't be inside Memberhub.
Got it.
And I suspect ideally what you would want is that they stay within the site. Is that suggestion, you know, right, do you think?
Yeah, well let's see if we can make that happen. That would be perfect.
Yeah. I'm sure that one would work, but in the way I described. But if you choose the page, well, there's two ways we can try it. I think we'll try it as page content first. And then just do submit.
What's the show inside?
Right, okay, that just means if you put like a link, a menu item on the bottom of the page, there'll already be one at the top when we do this.
Uh-huh.
So just click submit. Right. Now, can you see on there you've got survey form. So if you click on the little eyeball under quick access, which is like that one, that's it. I know there's not going to be anything on it yet, but you should see, if you, I'm trying to look, I can't, with the colour scheme you've got, yeah, you can see now it says survey form up in the top. At the moment we haven't put anything on this page, but see, this is how it would open up.
Right. Oops, hang on a minute. What happened?
I'm not sure, it looks like it's maybe in a new tab or something.
Okay, I'm going to go out of there, go back into Chrome.
Yeah.
Is Chrome best to use with Memberhub?
I don't think it makes a lot of difference personally. Okay. I mean, I've used both, and you know, they both seem to work okay for me, really.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Well, we have a fast connection. Uh-oh, well, how can that be?
Just make sure there's maybe no space in front or after your email address. Oh, that's strange.
Yeah. It's not the demo one.
Not got another window open, have you? Other than what I can see. I can see 5 tabs.
No, there's no other window.
I think if you...
No, there's nothing else open. Just Chrome.
Maybe just close it and then open a fresh window, because see, it might sort of still think you're logged in. And maybe that's why it's saying invalid login, because it may be set to only allow one login at a time, sort of thing. Oh, strange.
Yeah, because on that... Huh.
Were you in Firefox before, and is this Chrome that you're in now?
No, I was in this browser here. I forget what it's called. It's a very fast browser that I was using.
Right.
Brave or something.
Yeah, I don't know. See, you've used that before, I presume.
Yes. Maybe I can log in from here.
Just seems strange that, you know, it's saying invalid login.
It's logging in on this one.
But yeah, okay. So that would be okay. Right, so okay, so we're going to get back into there, then go in your other pages. And what we're going to do now is try and add some code in. So, well, you can try that, but I know what that shows. I really want to go on inside your page, which is sort of about, that's it, just there. Okay, so what we want is to click on where it says source, which is near, that's it, where your mouse is now. And then I'll tell you what else you need to put in, but you can start by pasting in that URL that you captured for the form. Yeah, that one down the bottom, that's it. Now we're going to do this as what they call an iframe, and we're going to try it as an iframe. So just bear with me a second and I'll tell you what you need to put in. Right, so if you type the following, in front of that URL, you need to do what I call a left pointy bracket. So that's probably...
Got it.
Okay. Then the word iframe, IFRAME, then a space, and then src equals, and quotation.
Whoops.
Yeah, quotation there. That's right. Okay, so that's all right for that. And then at the end, just a second. Oh yeah, here we go. Right. So do a quotation mark at the end of that.
Do I leave the trailing backslash?
It should be okay with it, I think. So yeah, we'll try it with it on there anyway. I think it should be okay. Right, and then we're going to we're probably going to leave a space, and then we're going to try it with width equals 100. Sorry, width equals quotation 100% quotation mark. And then, that's okay. And then leave a space and do height equals quotation mark 100% quotation mark. Then we're going to leave another space, and similar to what you've got at the front, you're going to have iframe. But it's going to be the pointy bracket and then a forward slash. And then on the end, it will have a pointy bracket, but instead of it being from the right to the left, it'll be from the left to the right. So it's like a close. It closes that statement. We only want, okay, so in between those two brackets, after that forward slash, if you put iframe, so you need to move one, that's it, there, iframe. Okay, so now if you go down to the bottom, where I think the green button, oh no, sorry, the OK is, that's right. And then after that, we'll do the green button. Okay, it looks like it's not going to be high enough. But I'm not, I don't know, it might be okay, but we may have to adjust it because we don't want to have a scroll bar. So, but it's there, isn't it?
Yep.
Here, we need to get it so that, they can see the whole form. What you can try though is closing that with the X with the the white circle with the white X in it, so near the top right.
Hang on a while.
Up a little bit. Yeah.
That one?
Yes.
I don't need to save changes?
I thought you'd already done that. Actually,
okay.
But maybe I'm wrong. But do it again. It won't harm anyway. Okay. So I'm not sure how this will work if you're not logged in as a user, but let's try it and see. It may be okay. I think it just won't let you do anything inside it as a sort of like as an admin. But yeah, just open that in either a new tab or a new window. It's not really going to matter.
Okay. So do I click on this guy?
If you click on the eyeball, that should do it, I would say, because I think that will do it in another. Yeah, so just pick one of those options. And let's see what we end up with.
Nothing there yet.
No. Maybe just try it without, just as you've done it like that and see. Because it certainly opened before we added anything.
There we go.
Right, I'm not seeing it yet, but oh yeah, there we go. Right, so if we got rid of, or tried to get rid of a bit more of that scroll bar, then it might not be too bad, unless you disagree.
Yeah, how do we do that?
Right, all we do is we change that where we put 100% and we put a value in there. So if you go, yeah, that's it, go into there and then go on the button, that's it, it says source. And then we'll go to the height one, which was the last thing we entered in anyway. So if you just go towards the end of that line, that's it. So where it says width 100%, it's really a matter of almost like trial and error, really. And the other thing you've got to take into account, or think about anyway, is I don't know what your screen size is, but if someone else views this on a different screen size, then obviously it may look a bit different.
Yeah, I'm at 1920, so maybe it's safer to leave it.
Well, I would just experiment with it, just to see.
Okay.
Because as well, what you should, I think, be able to do is resize the browser window.
Okay.
And see what it looks like, when you make a smaller window.
Okay.
So where it says height 100%, if we change that, so that's almost at the end of that line.
Oh, it's at the front of the line.
Oh, okay. They do sometimes do that, actually, move it around.
Oh, okay.
I don't know exactly why. But yeah, so we'll change that height to maybe something like 768, but then it'll be 768px, not percent. So you need to get rid of the percent sign, that's it. So now if you do OK and then save, and then we can try viewing it again and see how that sort of affects it. Probably not made a lot of difference, I don't think, has it?
No, not on this screen. Let me.
No.
Huh. Can't grab it. But Johnathan, I can mess with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is huge. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay, let's just try one other thing.
Uh-huh.
And we just what?
Are you there?
I'll tell you what. I think it'd be worth doing actually as well. Have you got a user account created that you can log into for this site?
Okay, these the survey forms are not protected.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they are and they aren't.
Oh.
They will now be protected inside Memberhub.
Oh, okay. Okay, I
They
see.
aren't, I agree, outside,
Ah,
but someone can only see that form, the way we've set it certainly at the moment, if they're logged into Memberhub.
got it. No, I don't have a user account set up.
Right, why don't you just create one, assuming you've got another email address that you can use.
Okay.
So you just need to go up to the top where it says create member, next to create membership, that's it. It's just that the site will look a bit different when you're logged in as a user as opposed to what it will look like when you're logged in as an admin. And also often there's bits as an admin that you can't even access because it knows you're logged in as an admin and it's sort of going, well, why do you want to go here?
Okay.
So we just need to select, you could probably just select both the level and do the level and that as well. Because it stands the best chance of actually working.
Okay.
That's okay. That's just saying it's going to send 2 emails. Now, is that a different email address?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's got Gmail, not Gmail. I assume it should be Gmail.
You're right. Thank you.
Okay.
My fumbling, tumbling typing.
Right.
Okay, let's just double check that I got that right.
Yeah.
So maybe we could just go over these a little bit here, just briefly. I have just set up, I didn't know what I was doing when I set up these, so they have no meaning to me other than I was messing around.
Yeah.
Okay. So click create.
Yeah. Oh, it says email ID already exists.
Okay, so I must have a user in there already then.
Yeah, sounds like it. You can check just by going on My Members. And then you have to select, I think, the membership site, where it says choose membership on the left side. That's it, from that drop down, right? And then if you just select choose level package and click the all, I think it will say at the top, that's it. And then it should, so you've got those 2 in there. So I'm assuming it's probably the first one, isn't it?
Correct.
So I don't know whether you know the password for that.
Let me think. Yeah, I probably kept it.
If you don't,
I probably kept it real simple.
yeah. If you don't, then you can just put a tick in that box and then click the green button that says send access, and then that will resend the login details. So just go up a bit. Up where the 4 buttons are, the 2 orange and 1 red, and then click that one, send access. So that should, so that's sent the mail with the login.
Oh, here's the problem. Oh, no, that's not the problem. Oh,
Right, so it's probably that top email, I'm guessing.
correct.
Yeah.
So I
So so you just log in. I mean, what you can do, if you're in Memberhub, like as an admin, and you go back to the dashboard, then there's a little eyeball for that site that you can click on, but you would still need that password anyway. Right, so I think up the top you've got one there that says something about survey form, have you? Yeah, it's just I can't see it very well because you've got like a pink background and white text, or that's what I'm seeing anyway.
So click on survey form.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And then we'll see what it looks like.
Can that text color be?
I suspect it's going to look. You can change that, yeah.
Okay.
So I suspect what you can do as well when you come to play around with it is to actually change the width maybe as well.
Okay.
To make it a bit, so it fills it a bit more. But I'll leave that to you.
Totally.
But I think that is, reasonable, a way of getting your sort of survey forms in there. And as you can see, it does resize. And it will probably do that quite a way down, I suspect. Like you could probably almost go to a mobile width. I mean, obviously, as to how readable it is, it should generally be okay because at least it's not an image. See, if it was an image, then the text would become harder and harder to read as the width was reduced.
Right.
But because it's actually text, and the sort of radio buttons or whatever, it should be fine, I think. But yeah, that's certainly a way I would say to get your surveys in there.
Beautiful, beautiful. So those surveys need to be dripped.
Right, well that's okay, I think. I mean, what we didn't try, because I know it tends not to be so good when you try and put it in as a content page in the site, but let's just go back onto other pages in there. Inside of Memberhub in that site. So edit the site again, that's it. And go other pages. Okay, so you don't, unfortunately, don't have a drip feed for that. But what we can try, if you go to inside your page again, and then I would suggest that you copy that whole line of code, in the source.
Well,
so click on the source.
That's interesting. You see these tabs up here?
Yeah.
They weren't showing in the page.
No.
But anyway,
well, you probably wouldn't want them to.
Right, I was
Really.
thinking that too, but if somebody else did, yeah. Okay,
So if you copy that whole line of code,
got it.
and then you might want to put it, yes, in that notepad document so that you've got it. I mean, we're going to paste it somewhere else and see what it looks like, but at least then you've got it for like future use or whatever. Right, so if we now go into membership pages, because see, this is the only place where you're going to have your drip feed. I'm not overly confident of how good it's going to work in here, but if we don't try it, we won't know, really. So under either one of those, can you see where it says add content below?
Hang on a moment.
So
Yes.
so you've got, right, so add content below. The second one, yeah, is our content page. So let's try that. And that's going to give you a similar page, but these tend to be a more restricted width because they're showing more information on the screen, albeit it does depend on the template that you're using as well.
Okay.
So if you go down to where it says your title,
Hang on a moment.
and click on the little pencil, so that's on the left hand side, just above right, click on the pencil, because that's going to enable you to change the name essentially. So you can put survey form or survey 1 or whatever you want to put in there. And then if you wish, put something in the description underneath as well. Yeah. And then just save that.
And the image would be a background image, is it? Or is it?
It's a logo. Well, at the moment I think it will draw that from the background image.
Okay.
If you wanted to use something else, which generally is just more work for, probably not much more gain,
Right.
then yes, you could add another image in there. And that's, if you like, that overrides the what's ever already set. Right, so if you, we have to put the thing in as well, don't we? So click on the inside page. You've already copied, I think, that line of code, so you can go into source, just paste it, OK, and then the save. And then we can try and view it, really. It's probably going to be best. Now, you see what I mean about, the width is more restricted because you've got the welcome and the icons on the left side. You've got the buttons, to navigate to different modules.
Right.
And then you've got the other buttons like no resources found and those other little icons above. But if you chose a different template, then you may find that it works a bit better.
And
because it may allow it to be wider. It probably won't do the whole width, but it may, do another 40% more or something, which will probably make it look more like what we did on the other pages.
I see.
Right, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so if you close that a minute, because then we can go back into that should take us back in the membership pages, I think. Right, so do you know where to find the drip feed?
No.
Okay. where you see quick access, the fourth icon, which does look a bit like a drip, so find quick access, not obviously for the first one because that's the product, but if you go down the line, right, the fourth one, so that's the second, that's the third, that's the fourth. So click on that, and then you'll get the menu come up with your different options for your drip feed.
I see.
So you can set like days, they have to have a certain number of points, they have to have a badge or whatever, and those can be and or ors. So you can say, well, they have to have completed this page, and they have to, and 2 days have to pass by, or whatever you set, for them to be able to get access to it.
Oh, interesting. So this would give access to these other...
Well, right, that bit that you are there, that is saying this page completed. So if that's like a video, which
yes,
I think they probably are, aren't they?
Yes.
So they have to have watched, eBody Fusion Hangout November 2015. So you would select that, yeah, and you could add a time in there, but you don't have to, okay? You could leave everything else blank if you wanted, and then that would allow them access to the survey, providing they had watched that video.
This I need to rewatch. This part is
Okay.
intriguing.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. So that would keep that page locked, yeah.
You're right.
The survey one, until they've watched that November 2015 video. If they haven't watched the video, then they will not be able to open the survey page.
Holy mackerel. So it would be like the survey could be questions on the video, make sure that they've got it, bam, you can go on to the next one.
Yeah.
Wow. And can you explain the logic on the and or?
Yes, so that you can, depending what you select, so as an example, we'll use how we've got it at the moment, this page completed, okay?
Right.
And if then you change that to and, so in the radio box, right? And so you could say, well, okay, I don't want to give them access to this until 2 days past the date they watched it. So where it says day interval, you could put 2 in there, and then that would, if you like, unlock it 2 days later. After they've watched it.
Holy mackerel, this is powerful.
Yeah, very, yeah.
Whoa.
And then you could leave the days one out, for instance, and choose one of the others. I mean, so do you understand the sort of gamification with the points, or not really?
I haven't dug in there. That would be nice to go over that.
Yeah, well, it's all really time, because I'm sure you appreciate, I'm quite happy to, help you for this, but even now we've been on for, and okay, we'll take the first 5 minutes off, because that was sort of chit-chat, really, but we've still done about 45 minutes, haven't we, see?
Right. Okay, I appreciate that. I can mess around with that and jump in there, but this is huge. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think there is a video about it, I think, in the members' videos anyway.
Okay.
But so what I'm saying to you, I suppose, in a nutshell, is you can set different criteria that have to be met to be able to unlock that.
Right.
And whether you choose and or, if you choose and, well, then it's going to be looking for a second, a third, or even a fourth condition to be met before it's going to unlock it.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so if I were to have, say, a survey after this one, that would be survey
Yeah.
1, and then another survey with different questions on this one, correct?
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that you can, I suppose, look at is if you maybe add something into that page, or even at the top, and you may be able to control some of it through like the points and the badges anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, I think with your one, am I right? Have you got the basic or the pro version? It's the basic.
I got the basic, yes.
Yeah. So though that does have the gamification in it, it doesn't have the automation in it that you would get with the pro version.
Okay.
See, with the pro version, I know you can, for instance, when someone watches a video, you can award them so many points. And then you could say, for instance, if you're looking on this drip feed, right, 10 points have been earned, and then it's unlocked. And you see the third box down says points. Whereas in your case, you can't sort of automate that for watching the video. You could do it, in another way without the automation, but then that would mean you would either have to trust them that they've done, what they've meant to, or else have to check and approve it.
Right. Okay, got it.
Which, if you've got lots of people, you wouldn't probably want to do, would you?
No. Okay.
If you had 5 people, then, maybe it wouldn't matter. But if you've got 50 or 500, then it wouldn't be something you'd be wanting to do, because you'd be spending a lot of your day probably, checking in here. Because as well, when people did it, they would be saying, well, I don't want to wait till tomorrow to see that it's been approved or whatever. I want to do it now, or I want to do it after my lunch or something. Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, getting back to okay. So what I did here was just I was just doing this because I wanted to make these into a membership portal and as a training program just on its own as a freebie. So we got that. That is so. Okay. What is this graphics up there, and how do we?
So that would be one that you chose.
Okay.
At some point, maybe when you first created it. You can change it by clicking on that little pencil.
Okay.
And then you would just do like add image. The top one being the background, which is what that thumbnail comes from.
Okay.
So if you click add image, you'll see what I mean then, or get a better idea.
Okay.
So it doesn't look to me like it's any of those 7 there. So maybe, and those are all ones that you will have uploaded.
Right.
But you've got the library, which is the sort of middle option of the 3. If you click on there, there are
I see.
many
Right.
images in there, so I'm guessing that's probably where it came from.
Okay.
But if you wanted another one, you just choose a different one, and then I would scroll down as well though in there, because I think So if you maybe find another one, even if you want to change it to something else later, it won't matter.
Right,
But
right.
just so you can see how it changes it. And then scroll down when you've chosen one, so that there's a little black dot in the box.
Okay, got it.
Scroll down just to the bottom a second. I just want to check something else. Yeah, that's okay. So you can just click the blue button that says insert. And then do save.
There we go. I see.
And then you can see it's changed it.
Okay. So let's finish up, because this is just I'm in overload, and I know your time is really valuable, and I don't want to, you know, tread all over you on that. So I got theme selection. I see. So these were the different templates that you were talking about that would make it wider.
Well, okay, there's two types of templates really. These are the ones that I probably did sort of mention, yeah, because you're using theme 2 at the moment, okay? And if you go on to a different theme, one of the options I think it gives you is to preview it. So if you put your mouse on another, so you've got a preview, and that will give you an idea of what the pages inside, you know, look like.
I remember now.
Just
yes.
wait for that to load. But you'll see, even from the much smaller images, you can see the layouts are a bit different. You know, like some have navigation menus on the right, others have them on the left. You know, some have the logo in a different position, and other things like that.
Right.
So let's just wait. So if you click on another, you can scroll through those 5 images.
Okay.
So you can see like that's showing different sections. Like that one you're on at the moment is, like it says at the bottom, category page. This is the layout of your category page. You'll be able to change the elements, colours and layout of the page.
Sweet.
And then if you were to scroll back, it'll show you a different, you know, it might say, oh, this is a content page, for instance.
I got it. Got it.
Yeah?
Yep.
So you may find, you know, just by looking through them, that you find one that maybe for your sort of layout is going to work a bit better.
Right, right. So when we log in, we come to this page, and I've set up this one. Can I create other sites? Okay.
Right, you can create other sites, and you can also create other products.
Ah.
And you can also import, not on this page, but I can quickly show you that. You can also import products from one site into another site. So for example, if you had we'll say you had 3 sites, well, you could decide, oh, well, this product that I've got in site 3, I would also like to have it in site 1. And in about 3 seconds you can achieve that.
Wow.
Without having to rebuild it all again.
Well, okay. Perfect. Perfect. So I need to dig into that on my own time and try and work that out. And
I mean, some of these things, I'm not saying all. I don't think that specific one, for instance, I've done a video yet. But, you know, if you look at all the videos that I've posted, you'll find answers to, you know, quite a few of these things, and probably some more things as well, you know, that you hadn't necessarily thought of until you look at the video and thought, oh yeah, that's a clever idea, that, you know, I would find that useful.
Right, right.
Now, I
Jonathan,
think the only other thing you probably wanted me to cover maybe really quickly, though it is a topic that's pretty hard to cover too quickly, is about the levels and the packages.
yes, please.
Yeah. Now, I noticed you had a level set up, but levels are really if you have multiple products that you want to bundle together.
Okay.
So, for example, in your site that we're working on, you have 2 products.
Mm-hmm.
How to choose your plan is what I can see, and revolutionizing micro current, whatever the rest of it is. So if you wanted to combine those into a single level to sell or give away, then that's when you would use a level. But if you just want them separate, even if they are either both free or one's free and one you buy, then you don't need to use levels, is essentially what I'm saying.
Okay. Right.
The other thing you do need to make sure, though, going back to your modules, can you see on the line you're on, there's something that says extra options?
Was that the line? Sorry, yes.
Right, it doesn't really matter because it's repeated for every module. Now, if you click on the little cell package icon, or set package, not cell. Now, see, you have not created a package, so you would have problems with people getting access to that.
Ah.
Every product you create must have at least one package. Otherwise, it will not work. They'll get something that tells them they have to upgrade.
Oh, I saw that in the group today, yes.
Yeah, I answered someone's question about it last night.
Yep.
They sort of said, I've set all these things up and none of it worked. And I sent the reply
Right, right.
about 5 minutes because I was there, and he went, oh yeah, you're absolutely right, thank you. So that's because I think he'd been scratching his head for a while before he posted it anyway. So you would have to select from that drop down where it says choose product, and that's the one. Well, that's probably the one you would choose because that's got the
drip in it.
Those modules in, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, the videos. Yeah.
Correct.
And there you could put a bit more in. Now, see where this is important. Just erase that package content a second, and then type something in. And can you see on the right hand side, under that thumbnail, it puts in whatever you type. So
okay.
That's what someone would see inside Memberhub if they were looking at that package. That's important from the sales page aspect within Memberhub.
Right.
Because of course if it says nothing there or just says, test package or something, for what's included, then it's not really going to entice anyone to want to, get it for free or pay money for it.
I better change that, huh?
Well, no, I'm just explaining.
Right.
And then see, you've got, because your next one that you would need to fill in as well, you have to save it first like you did, but is payment options, the blue
oh, yeah.
near the top.
Whoops.
So, right, that's going to take you back. Right, so if you select that, see, so you would need to choose like either free access or one of the other options that's applicable to you, because that's obviously how you're going to either give them free access or be able to say to them, this is going to cost you, $39 or whatever.
Right. So I could also...
Obviously things like Thrivecart will only work if you bought Thrivecart.
Yeah, fortunately I got in at the beginning on that, and I'm so glad I did. Oh my God.
Okay, so yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, so you'd have to set up the integration for that. There's like a document for that anyway.
Okay.
So how to do that. That's just, I think you click the link and it shows you in the PDF what you need to do, both in Memberhub and in Thrivecart, to be able to integrate it.
Yeah, I haven't started that yet, so there we go. Okay, so that's how the packages work, and that's how you can spread them across different domains. Is it through?
Well, you can spread it right. So you could have, like if we did another one for the other product, then, well, let me just show you this quickly. If you go into step 6, sales pages, and then if you click on the eyeball against, that's on right, no, up a bit, the one for eBody Fusion. I want to show you the sort of two levels really. So this is where, if you have levels set up and you have packages set up, people will see it. So you've done this level, yeah?
Right.
So that would enable someone to buy it because it's got a price on it. I mean, it's free, assuming you assigned it to the level. Then someone could get access to that. But can you see underneath you've got products available in this membership, and you've got learn more. Well, if you click learn more under the how to choose your, then it's going to take you to another page, which is really the bit we've just completed, because you see it says package test 1.
Yes.
And then it says free access. So if someone were to click that, it's then going to take them to the page where they sign up effectively, put their name, address, email, password in.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. Just having some guidance through this, because I just numbed out when I got to this level on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you go back though, let's just go back a page. I think that's probably okay. Now try the same thing though on the other one that at the moment you can just see revolutionizing. Now I suspect, because we have not set up a package, when you click that button that says 0.00, nothing is going to happen.
Right.
Because it's not linked up. We haven't got a package, so it doesn't know what to do. Yeah.
Right.
But if you repeated the process that we did.
Yes.
For the other one.
Yes.
Yeah. Then, it would work in the same way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where do I change this?
Look at my video.
Okay.
That's going to be my answer for that. I go through. I think it's about a 15-minute video from memory, and I go through how you change the logo. I mean, I don't want to go through it in detail, but go back into Memberhub where you were, because it was on the sales pages. Click on theme settings at the top, the blue button.
Okay, I got it.
And this is where you change some of it, but not all of it. But if you watch my video, then it should become clearer.
Is that a recent video, Johnathan?
Yes, it's one I think probably, well, certainly within the last week.
Okay, that's close enough. Thank you.
Probably at the weekend, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I probably have already. I've already watched it, I think. So, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. We may just need to watch it again. But yes, if you just search for something like, sales page or sales or something, then hopefully it will throw it up in the search. Anyway. So that explains, like what you can change in here, and where you go to change other things like that, text that says about if you're not list building your whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're not building a list, then it shows you where you change that, and also where you could add in testimonials if you had them.
Oh.
As well. Yeah.
So, well, okay. Are we looking at this is a theme page, right?
Yeah, well, yes, but don't get it confused with the membership theme.
Right.
This is a sales theme.
Okay.
See where you've got eBody Fusion on the left side underneath, system settings and optional settings. Click on the little green 3 bits of paper in the left corner. That's it. See, it says change layout, so click on that. Now, again, because you just got the basic, you've just got the choice of 3 templates. The Pro gives you 6 templates. I suggest, because you can always switch it back later, but choose template 3. So put your mouse on that, that's it. This is my sort of favourite one, really.
Yeah.
If you've got video, it certainly is, yeah?
Right.
So I show you where you can put, get the YouTube code or whatever.
Got it.
And put your video in, yeah? And then, yes, you can change the text below, because it's now below and not above, because it changes from one template to another. But also, say where you can... change your logo if you wanted to. I mean, it's probably fine on this particular one.
Yeah.
But change other things as well.
There we go.
So, yeah, sort of watch or re-watch that video. I mean, see, you saw there, if you go down a bit, you saw where a testimonial would appear. This is all just dummy stuff on here, though. This isn't what your site would look like, but this just gives you the overview of what it would be like. So if you scroll down, and if you'd added a testimonial, then it would swap it with what's on this page for the testimonial.
Okay. I need to watch that
Similarly,
video.
Similarly, where you've got the levels and the products,
right?
It's going to swap. We've already seen that, haven't we? Really, with yours,
yes.
Because we've got one, I think, that said module 1 or something for a level, and then we had 2 products down the bottom, didn't we?
Correct.
But obviously, if you have more products, then it would show more there, and it would show them all on just one long page as well.
Okay.
Because on one of mine at the moment I've got 12 products, but eventually I want to have 100.
Right.
but I don't really want them all to be on one page, so we'll have to see what they do about that, I think, over time, whether they'll make it so you can sort of split it up some way. But yeah, see, these stuff here, the stuff down the bottom, is sort of automatically built as you add it into the site. So, you add another level, you'll get another icon and, description and short description and the buttons and so on, yeah? And similarly with the products, you'd get more added there.
Okay.
But it does explain that, hopefully, reasonably well in the video. I mean, it was mainly made so that people knew, well, I can see this text on here, if you're not building a list, but where do I go to change it? Because people couldn't generally work that out. Because the video that's in the members area only covers the first half, like before editing.
Right.
Whereas mine
right.
covers it sort of all the way through, really.
Yeah, I really thank you for that, because those original videos were kind of limited. Because I think
one of the problems was, though, see, they did change things as the launch progressed.
Right.
Because I'm not sure at what point you purchased, but at the start of the launch they were talking about levels and packages, and certainly by halfway through the launch they were saying to most people, well, you don't need levels, we've moved them somewhere else and just forget about them for now.
Okay.
Because most people aren't going to use them.
Right.
They're just going to want to have their membership with however many products in it and just sell them all individually, or this one and this one is free and these other 6 have a price attached to them, but you just buy them all individually.
Okay. Whoa. I got brain warp.
So, yeah, well that's why I'm glad as well I suggested that you record it. So, assuming that's worked okay, you've then got something to sort of go back to.
Right. So you were mentioning, about the levels, that I had set it up as levels.
Yeah. And you've got one level.
I just have one level. Is that correct, that setup then?
Well, I think it's incomplete, to be honest.
Okay.
Because you haven't created a package inside the level.
Okay.
So if you go into optional settings on the left side, that's it, and then go into create levels, then this is going to look similar to what the package one did. Okay, alright, well you have got one there, okay, but you then obviously haven't assigned it to anything.
Okay.
So if you go back into membership pages, step 3,
there we go.
And then go firstly to the how to choose your plan and go across to extra options. No, the first one of those 3. That's it. Set level. So what you would do is you click on module 1 and save.
Which is not really a module, is it? I just named it that because...
No, but you can change that if need be. And then if you do the same thing, because I'm assuming you want the 2 products to be combined,
okay,
bundled if you like, So do the same thing for I can't even say it now, revolutionizing micro. So extra options, that's it. And do a tick in the box, module 1, and save.
Now that's a different training completely.
Yeah.
So would it be in the same level?
Yeah, well, if you want to bundle those two together, yes.
Okay.
See, that's why I say you only really need levels if you're combining 2 or more products to sell for one fee.
Right.
Or, or give away. I mean, because you can give it away as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you're only going to do that if it's 2 or more products, really. I mean, you could put one product into a level, but, there is no real purpose for doing that.
Right.
Because you can give access to that product just by having a package, yeah?
Yes.
But of course, when you've got 2 or 3 or 10 or whatever products, and you want, more, I mean, that's why you might have different levels, because you might say, okay, I've got 10 products in this membership site. I want someone that has level, we'll call it bronze, to just have access to these 2 products. Someone who's on level silver, I want them to have access to 5 products. And someone who's on level gold, I want them to have access to all 10 products.
Okay.
And so you might say, the first one is free or $7 or $37, whatever you want. The next product would probably be, higher.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that had all 10 would be higher still.
Mm-hmm.
But say that's just a way of you then being able to give access to, multiple products with one purchase.
I see. So they
don't have to buy, each of the 10 separately.
Okay. Woo! This is so very cool. Okay. I really appreciate your time. I can't tell you how much this has helped me to sort of begin to get my head wrapped around the power of this program. Johnathan, This is night and day to me. I can't thank you enough. It's been like phenomenal. I didn't expect... I knew this was a good program. I couldn't grasp how to work it. Right.
Well, what you could do, and obviously, it's totally up to you whether you do it. But I think what would be really good is even if you did like a short video testimonial and just stick it in the Facebook group, yeah, and just sort of say, well, you people maybe do need to, get some help from whoever, whether it's Johnathan or someone else, if you can, because we spent an hour and a half or whatever, and I was totally gobsmacked.
Yeah.
At the end of it, because there was just so much here that I needed that I just didn't even know was there.
Right.
And this sort of totally opened my eyes to it. So, sort of even if you had to pay someone, and I'm quite happy, like for people to come back to me, as quite a few people already have done, to say, well, yeah, I'd like another session, or I want you to give me some one-on-one training or whatever on this, and I'll be happy to sort of do that. But,
right.
Initially I do try and do these type of calls, which I don't sort of charge for, but I do ask, and most do it, to leave some sort of testimonial. But a video one would be even better.
I'll certainly do that for you, Johnathan.
Yeah, just because a video obviously has more impact.
Well, not only that, Yeah, it's really like, as you said, gobsmacked. I'd forgotten that expression. It's
yeah,
it's just given me the impetus to get on. And obviously, Chad
yeah,
can't do this sort of relationship with us all. He's talking to different, he's talking it around at a different level than you guys can,
yes, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and that's totally cool.
But yeah, oh yeah, and I know that even with the stuff that we've covered today, yes, you're now aware of a lot more things, but equally the amount of time that it's going to save you
Right.
is, I'm sure, going to be phenomenal.
Totally. Totally. That's
Yeah,
what because I know these stuff. If I go in there and I dig in there, I'm going to be in there for days and I won't get anywhere and I won't be sure that I've got there.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Or at least now, you've got a better idea, and furthermore, potentially you've got the video that you recorded to sort of say, now, what did Johnathan say about that? And of course, you know what I would tend to do with that video
Mm-hmm.
is uh, create a membership site for yourself and put that video in there, like upload it to YouTube or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because then what you can do, you can use one of the features in Memberhub, which is to like time mark it. Yeah, so you can go through the video and you get to say, 5 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever, and you've got the video stopped, and you type in, this covers about, I don't know, packages or
Sure.
templates or whatever, and then it gives you in the notes section, if you know what I'm talking about, a clickable link that you can jump to. So you can go back in months and months' time
Yes.
and go, yeah, I'd marked on the video about this. Right, okay, there it is. That's the fifth one. Click. And it
Right.
then immediately takes you to the right section of the video without you having to look at another hour's time of the video, because you can't remember where it is in the video.
I have my partner here has been keeping that timestamp data all the way through our
Yeah.
conversation, so we're ready
Oh,
to.
okay. Yeah. But it's still worthwhile doing, because say you can just have it in there, can see what the topics are, and then sort of go, okay, click, and then it's going to jump straight to that point in the video.
Right. Right.
Okay, that's covered. Now what do I want to look at?
Right.
Ah, yes, I want to look at levels.
Yeah.
The levels, click, jumps to that part of the video.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm gonna create that timestamp data right now and render this off and put it up on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, and make you a video and shoot that up onto the Memberhub Facebook group there.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great. All right.
Yeah, thank you, brah. I really appreciate your time and your and you and the expertise that you brought to us right now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great. Talk with you soon. I got some work to do
Alright,
now.
thanks. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, brah. Aloha.